Hey everybody, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's 2! Last time we worked another Five Nights at Freddy's. That should have been the name of this game. And this time, to make things consistent with the first game, we gotta go in for another night. Let's go! And what can I say? The job's fun.
What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are acting right. Listen, just finish your shift. It's safer than trying to leave in the middle of the night. We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift. Wear your uniform. Stay close to the animatronics and make sure they don't hurt anyone, okay? For now, just make it through the night. When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take the night shift myself. Okay, good night and good luck.
Okay, welcome to Night 6. This is one of the most intense and difficult nights in the entire series. Just a note that... I'm probably dead already. Am I? No, I'm not. Balloon Boy, when he enters the vents, does not trigger the alarm ambience that you're hearing. So, even if you don't hear it, you might want to check this vent on occasion, make sure he isn't there. Alright. This night also introduces a new character we may or may not be seeing. And also the music drop box, freaking hell, drops faster than ever. It is, seriously, it's insanely fast. Alright. Keeping Foxy at bay. Foxy is also extremely aggressive on this night. I'm gonna continue with the no instant Freddy head. This may very well take me a few tries to beat. Because even though this night is pretty difficult, a lot of it comes down to luck. There are some things that could just screw you completely. Foxy's not here. Oh, okay, that may have been bad. Nope, we're fine. There's a lot of things that could screw you. Namely, what has screwed me over in the past is freaking new Bonnie in the right vent here. He just never leaves, and then when he plays his animation, it's so freaking long. Alright. 2 a.m., making good progress, but still, it's only 2 a.m. We've been attacked many, many times. Is that? Ooh, okay. If that is Balloon Boy, we're taking care of him with this. That was probably not? I don't know. I don't know why I flickered the light there. Okay. Yeah, whenever you see Bonnie appear and then disappear from the hallway, you gotta expect him eventually. Good, this'll get rid of him. So a little bit about the story. We've heard that the new animatronics have facial recognition systems, that they've been acting up and they've been being aggressive, and that this place is being closed down for some kind of investigation. There are a few incidents we know of in the past. One of them could very well be the Bite of 87, as this game takes place during that year. Another could potentially be the missing children incident, as mentioned in the newspapers in the first game. Those newspaper clippings were not dated, so we don't know exactly when that incident took place. And also, neither was your check from the first game, so we don't know a lot of things about dates. Is that Balloon Boy in the vent? Oh, I guess we'll never know. Alright, just gotta hope that stops him. You need all the time you can to wind this up. Yep, was expecting you. I believe Foxy cannot prepare to attack more when there's an animatronic in front of your room, which is good. That's probably Balloon Boy. Yep, it is. Got some light on Foxy, so we should be fine. That should be him. Whoa, no, we didn't. Sorry, Foxy, I didn't give you nearly enough attention, even though it was plenty of time. What the hell? That's strange. I had just flashed Foxy like 5 seconds. I wish there was a better term than flashing, but I don't think there is. Shined Foxy, shone on Foxy, used the flashlight to deter him from attacking me. And yet he attacked like 5 seconds later. That was weird. Even though Foxy is a little less random than the others, he still does have some random elements, so that may have been RNG coming to get me. On this night, you do want to put the camera down occasionally, even if you don't hear the alarm. There's a reason why, and also prepare to put on the Freddy head every time you turn it off. I'm not going to do that for now, just to show. No one's near. I've heard, like, nothing. Is anyone moving? Everyone okay? Everyone's okay? Okay, they're all just waking up. They haven't gotten their coffee yet, I guess. There's so many things that can go wrong in this night that, like, that aren't expressly your fault. That's a death. Holy crap. I pulled it over the button, it didn't work. Alright. Yeah, it's weird. I put the mouse over the button and it didn't work. Sometimes that happens. Okay, I think from now on I am going to start doing the instant Freddy head thing. I think I've died enough for this video, so let's actually try to beat this thing. Alright, it's time to do the instant Freddy mask. Okay. Unless they pull the cameras down, and then that gets me a little pause. Alright. Hopefully that stopped him. Rick, go away. This is what killed me last time. Oh. Okay, you're still fine. Alright, everyone's still okay.
Hello?
No one's nearby? What? That is a rare sight on this night. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. Well, old Bonnie's on his way back. Good old Bonnie. My favorite character. Not really. I don't know what my favorite character would be. I don't really do favorite characters in anything, really. So, little known fact. Balloon Boy will always say hi when he reaches the vent opening. If he says hello or laughs, he is definitely not in the vent opening. Okay, now he could be in the vent opening. Let's say, yep, he is. Go away. 3, 4, 5. Should be gone. And if he isn't, well, that's fine. I get to show off his mechanic. My music box game is undercooked, to say the least. Oh, Foxy's gone! Okay, we're dead. This is exactly what happens. Freaking new Bonnie here comes in and lets the music box go. The puppet has escaped. Could be on these cameras, I don't know. I don't really care. We're about to die, though. So let's just sit here and try to stall it out. Bye. Something you may not know is that when the puppet is released, it actually has to travel to your room through the cameras. Seriously. I'll go a little bit more over that later. He probably left immediately. Yeah, that was him leaving immediately. Those vent noises were very close together, and usually vent noises for animatronics naturally entering them aren't that close together. So if they are that close together, that usually means one of them has left the vents. Let's eat! I like how the new Chica has let's party instead. I guess they wanted to discourage kids from stuffing themselves from gorging. They said let's party instead. Burn those calories. Rock, eat, party, play! Whoa! That was Golden Freddy. Oh, and that is a golden robot. That might be a death. No, it's not. That is the new character on this night. Golden Freddy can randomly appear in your room every time you put the cameras down. Put the mask on right away or you will die. I think you can also flip the monitor back up. That isn't the only place Golden Freddy can appear. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. Ooh, yeah, oh my god! He's in the hallway! I don't know what to do when he's there. Oh no. Okay. As soon as you leave, I gotta... Okay, got Foxy, got Foxy, got Foxy. Please, no one else be here. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I might be able to come back from this, but... I'm gonna have to just not check the vents and hope that I live to see another day. No, god! These guys delay you from checking the music box as well. Wait for a little bit, clear everyone else out, and open it up. And, oh my god, you're back! Why are you back? I literally just can't check the vents. I have to do this. Oh, please don't kill me, Foxy. Alright. I think I got him there. I hope I did. It seems to be working, because I'm still alive. If I wasn't successfully stopping Foxy, I'd be dead by now. That's the new Freddy. The new Freddy works the same way as the old animatronics do. So if he activates on the first night, that might throw you off guard. You can also put on the Freddy mask while he's peeking in the room like he was just then, and that will cause him to go away eventually, and that's a lot simpler to understand. Got you, fuck. Leave, go. Oh my god, that's bad. Why did you have to show up now? You always pick the worst times to show up. You piece of garbage. Oh my god. This game is hard. This game is no joke. I have to wind this up for as long as I can. And hope that I'm successfully stopping Foxy. There's new Freddy in the room. Alright, come on. That's Mangle in the vents. I should be good. Jesus. Christmas. Get it above half. How's the puppet doing, by the way? I let it go to 0 for a little while. Puppet's doing fine. That's probably Balloon Boy in the vents. Please go. Thought that would happen. Did you see what was happening at the top there? Something bad just happened outside of Freddy's. Well, anyway, back to more attempts. My god. I don't know what you do when he's in the hallway. I don't know if you just ignore him or what. Who's there already? Please let it be Foxy, so that means that he's not there. Golden Freddy isn't there. Yes, thank you. I think it's best to, even if you hear Balloon Boy go high, flash the hallway first and then check the vent light to make sure you're sure he's there. So here's the thing. I like this night. I like it a lot. It's intense, it's stressful, and it's difficult. Like, I'm definitely taking a lot of tries to beat it. The thing is, every time I've died, hasn't really been my fault. I gotta be honest. Like, things just lined up the wrong ways at the wrong times, and there's next to nothing I could do about it. Foxy killing me has just been completely random. Has just felt completely random, like I couldn't have done anything about it. So I will say this, yeah, the design of this game is kind of messy. There's a lot of RNG that can kill you, and that's probably one of the worst things about it, next to the cameras being useless. And then there's this music box mechanic. I get that you need a reason to check the cameras, because that makes you vulnerable to die to anything. Please leave. But just recharging a meter in this room is not the greatest way to do it. You already had Foxy from the first game, which was a very interesting camera checking mechanic, just this character that grew more agitated unless you checked. Here it's a meter that goes down over time that you have to refill. It's just less interesting, and it forces you to stay on one camera the whole game, when there's all these other cameras that show you the locations of them. Granted, you don't need to see the locations to stop them, but that's entirely the point. Why make this whole camera system if it ends up just being useless? That's why I feel like some things are not as well thought out as they could be. And I think this game was rushed a little bit and could have been a lot better. Please go, thank you. Yeah, when he goes instantly like that, that's so nice. Alright, gotta get you, go, 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 go. Oh my god. Go. Toy Bonnie's here. Okay, that'll actually get rid of him. That's actually a good Toy Bonnie encounter. I'm not mad about that. I am mad about the music box being low, though. One thing I do really like about this game is the growth in mechanics. How, like, there's new mechanics being introduced as the game goes, and then it devolves into this crazy chaos fest in the last night. It's neat. It's fun. I like it. Still think it could be a little fairer, but hey, what can you do? Oh my god. Why you keep taking your eyes out? Doesn't that hurt? No, what? Oh my god! Okay, well, that one was a little on me because I wasn't looking at the camera, but the music box is getting low, man! Gotta stop showing up at the worst possible times! What, you're just now moving? What the hell? Looks like someone finally decided to wake up. Enjoy the rest. I was ready that time. No, that's a death. Oh my god, he's like out of the freaking box. Look at that. Holy crap. I've not flash foxed in a while. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Frick, guys, go away. Please, Foxy is going to kill me. If I don't pay him any attention, I'm dead. I'm dead. Because Balloon Boy decided not to leave that whole time. Thanks, buddy. Hey, can I see him on the cameras? Oh, hi. That's a rare screen. Oh, puppets on this camera. That's cool. Oh, God. I've never actually seen him kill you when no one else is there, or when someone's attacking you. Looks like this is gonna take me a little while, so why don't I lay down some fun facts? The music playing on the music box is called My Grandfather's Clock. The music for the ending is called Le Coche du Monastère. I'm sorry if I butchered that pronunciation, but I do not know French that well. French does sound really cool, though. I like it. If I were ever to learn another language, I think I would pick French. I went over that Toy Bonnie is not guaranteed to leave the vent, but I didn't say how he does leave the vent. If he is there, no one is in the room, and you put the mask on, he has a 50% chance every half second if there's no office animatronic in front of you. If someone is in the room, it's a 1/3 chance, 1 in 3 chance every second. So it's slightly lower, but if he succeeds the chance while someone's in the room, then he just skips right on by, doesn't play the animation. Alright, there's no actually need to check the left vent if that happens, because the office animatronics, I'm just gonna risk it. Fuck. I messed up a ton there. Oh no! Really? He was there? Well, now we get to see what happens when Balloon Boy gets in the room. He disables all your lights, we're dead. Alright. Back on night 3 or 2? Yeah, night 2. The phone guy said that you might want to try flashing a animatronic on a camera and it might hold them in place. I used to think that this was a red herring, kind of like playing dead in FNAF 3 and it wasn't actually a real mechanic, but no, it is. If you shine a flashlight on an animatronic in the camera, except for their starting rooms like Show Stage, Part Service, Kids Cove, Game Area, it will hold them there for about 6 seconds. It'll basically prevent them from moving the next time that they can. It's not that helpful, I don't think. I mean, I haven't tried trying to stun them on the cameras, especially on this night, because, like, again, it's more time away from the music box, and friggin' this thing, especially on night 6, it needs your attention. You cannot leave it alone. You have to babysit it as much as you can. Sounds like Balloon Boy here. Yep. Wow. Oh god, please leave during this. You did. Thank you. Lord Jesus! God damn it, I'm gonna die to Foxy here. Okay, overlapping vent noises means that they left the vent. Oh my god, I cannot believe I survived Toy Bonnie back there. Go through. Thank you. Alright, when Toy Bonnie goes through, no need to check the vent. This animation takes 5 seconds. Toy Cheek, oh god. I think the puppet's still fine though. Alright. You can flash the light on the puppet in this camera and that will stall it by a little bit. What the? Oh my god! That was a secret! That was a secret character! No, come on, go through, please! Fuck you. I'm dead. I'm dead. Alright, stall it out. Stall it out. It's always him! It's always Toy Bonnie! Society of Toy Bonnie never existed. Okay, so since the people in the vents will leave after 5 seconds, and those little blackout animations take 5 seconds when there's an animatronic in the room, I think... Please, Foxy, be nice. I think that, if there's an animatronic standing in front of you... Oh, good, actually, he was nice. You don't need to check the left vent when you put it up, because if you wait a little bit, it'll be 5 seconds exactly. You don't need to check the left vent. Maybe. Because it should clear, if someone's in there, it should clear them out. And if someone arrives there, they shouldn't enter the room from the next flip. Oh god. I didn't realize you were there. Really hope a Toy Bonnie wasn't there. He hasn't shown up yet, but it's late enough in the night that he now moves a lot more often. I think the toy animatronics are at 0 for the first 2 hours. I don't know what information, AI level 0 for the first 2 hours. I don't know what you can do with that information. You could do something with it, maybe. No office animatronic, though. No animatronic in the office, though. Check the vent light. Oh, thank God you can't take this off while they're here. Toy Bonnie? You here yet? Toy Chica, gonna kill me? Oh my god. Out of flashlight battery. So I think I still have a little bit more. Please survive. Oh god. No, come on, man! How close was I to winning that? It wasn't 5 for that long, but I guess even if Mangle's there and no one's in the room, you gotta take it off and flash the hallway a little bit. I have to say, first time I ever played Night 6, I beat it on my first try, so the fact that this is taking this long is quite amazing. Foxy does show up in the hallway with both Withered Bonnie and Mangle, so if you see either Withered Bonnie or Mangle alone, then you know Foxy is not there. No, come on! I'm dead. At least I didn't last that long. Sup? What's up? How's it doing? So if Mangle arrives, and there's no office animatronic... Oh, I thought everyone was gone for a second. And there's no office animatronic. Take the mask off briefly, flash the hallway again. That's what killed me that one time. I think I would have won if I had not done that. Damn it. I flashed the hallway at least. Good. Overlapping vent noises. Okay, good. The hallway being black does not ease my worries. Come on. That does stop Foxy. It's gotta. Oh, good. Okay, that gets rid of you. Wow, that was lucky. Oh god, I have to wait for 5 seconds anyway. Oh my god. I'm fine. I'm only stressing the freak out about Foxy, it's fine. And Toy Bonnie. Both of those are the worst. Everyone else is fine. Those two are the worst. Please don't kill me right now. Go, go. Please, no one be in the left vent right now. There it is! There it is! God, that took a lot longer than I thought. Wow, yeah, I was not joking. That night is tough. Robots scrapped. Freddy Fazbear's is closing. After being only a few short weeks, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is closing its doors. The new animatronics will be scrapped due to possible malfunctions, however the original characters are being kept in hopes of a possible reorganization of the company. It's a minor setback. We are confident that we will reopen someday, even if it is with a much smaller budget. CEO of Fazbear Entertainment. We also got $20 for that, which is way more worth it than what we got in FNAF 1, let me just say. Alright, so with the completion of the second Night 6, we have unlocked yet another custom night, and to be honest, custom nights are not that common in this series. Even though this is the second game and it's been the same so far, this is actually the last custom night we're gonna see for a little while. Thankfully though, it's got a lot more content for us. So right here we can see the full list of characters there are. A lot. I'm going to get these guys highlighted. The new animatronics are officially called the toy animatronics, and Mangle is called Mangle. And this is where Golden Freddy has his real official name now, instead of just Yellow Bear. So, you can set each animatronic's AI individually, just like before. However, this is the introduction of challenges. There are preset friggin', I don't know, setups, layouts, builds of characters that are very different from all of the previous 6 nights, and you get to complete each one optionally. The game will keep track of which ones you've beaten and also give you a reward for each one. So let's see. We got 420 mode, New and Shiny, Double Trouble, Night of Misfits, Foxy Foxy, Ladies Night, Freddy's Circus, Cupcake Challenge, Fazbear Fever, and Golden Freddy. 1020 mode. Oh dear. Night 6 was hard enough. I plan for the rest of this video to play all of these challenges. At least try them. If I can't beat some of them like Fazbear Fever, Cupcake Challenge, or I think I remember New and Shiny, this one's pretty difficult. If I can't beat them, I won't try for too long. I'll show you what the reward is and then we'll move on. To start though, I'm actually going to turn everybody off, and as you can see, if you change an AI level at all, it voids the challenge, and you'll have to switch to a different challenge and back to replenish the challenge again. I'm actually going to start with everyone at 0 to show how Custom Night works in this game, because it's a little different from normal nights. You'll notice that our default camera is the main hall. The show stage is blocked, and so is parts and service. The music box also winds down at Night 6 speed. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's how it works. The reason for this is, remember how I said that the characters have a rigid order for how they leave the show stage or parts and service, that they go Bonnie first, then Chica, then Freddy. Well, that wouldn't really work if Toy Chica was active, but not Toy Bonnie. If Toy Bonnie wasn't active, that would essentially lock Toy Chica in place and leave her disabled as well. So, to avoid that from happening, that freaking rule, that weird little limit, is not existent on Custom Night. And the reason why the camera's blocked is kind of silly. You may have noticed that these games are made up of pre-rendered images, and there exists an image file with all 3 animatronics there, Bonnie missing, Bonnie and Chica missing, and all of them missing. No other combination, so he hid the cameras instead. Instead of making new renders for those screens, he just hid the cameras. That works. And as you were seeing, Foxy is still active, even though I set him to 0. Foxy is kind of the exception to setting him at 0. If you set him to 0, the game will probably, secretly set him back to 1. The reason for this is, if you choose to, say, have Balloon Boy in, but not Foxy, Balloon Boy wouldn't really do much of anything to you, and he'd just be extremely annoying because his laugh sound would get into your head and never freaking leave. So Foxy is always active to ensure that Balloon Boy has a purpose. In addition, this is a little early insight into the game mechanics, we're going to be getting to these a little bit later, but Foxy actually takes longer to chase off with the flashlight on this night than any other night, because the amount of time you have to flash Foxy down the hallway is based on the night number and not his AI level, so that's kind of funny. So he's actually stronger than he would be on night 2, even though he's literally at 0, probably at minimum AI level, probably at 1. He also activates at the very start of the night. And that's about it. I don't think anything's that different with Custom Nights. There's 2 cameras that you can no longer check. I think Kids Cove can still be checked, Game Area can still be checked, every other camera can still be checked just fine. So of course, I don't really want to play this night out to completion. It's going to be insanely easy. I've used up almost half my flashlight power. That's how freaking powerful Foxy is. So instead, I'll show this. Every 5 Nights at Freddy's game, at least the first 4, can be soft reset by pressing F2. This takes you back to the menu and back out of whatever screen you're in. An interesting little thing is that when you go into the custom night screen, you can't go back out without pressing F2. It's a little strange. At least the first 4 FNAF games do this. I'm not sure about 5 or onwards. We'll see, I'll test it. So the funny thing about custom nights is that on the regular nights, everyone's active, so you have to keep track of everything. But with some of these challenges, you don't really need to. New and shiny, you do need to check both vent lights, but for 420 mode, you don't. All you have to do is flash the hallway, wind the music box, repeat. So honestly, this should be pretty easy. Everyone is at max aggression, so these 3 are gonna be coming into your room basically all the time, and you better not leave this guy alone for longer than like 5 seconds. But it's fine, because I think the game puts a little delay on Foxy whenever one of these 3 is in your room, or one of these 4, because Toy Freddy does the same. My conclusion is that 420 mode should not be that hard. Let's go. Fun fact, I haven't played any of these challenges before. This would be fun. Oh no, am I gonna get triple whammied into death? Hopefully not. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm fine. Just realized I let Foxy go a little long there. Wow, easiest in 420 mode of my life. Great! Now get out. You're fired. Reasons, tampering with animatronics, and odor. Pink slip to Fritz Smith. Notice of termination, employee number 3. Effective date now. Note, first day on the job? Really? Fritz Smith. Not Jeremy Fitzgerald, who we were playing as for night 1 through 6. We play as someone else on the custom night. Interesting. For beating 420 mode, you get a 3rd star on the menu, a reference to the first game. The other rewards are very different from that, though. So let's head... Oh, dear, I've heard this one's hard. I've seen this one's kind of hard, especially since Foxy is always active. Do I want to start with this one? Or do I want to do something easier? Let's try it. There's no Golden Freddy, so... we could just whine this all we want. Get stunned! So to go into the technical workings behind the animatronics in this game, it's mostly the same as the first. They all use the same, most of them anyway, use the same movement opportunity system, where, just to recap, every 5 seconds, they are given a an AI level in 20 chance to move, basically. It's based on their AI level, where a random number is generated from 1 to 20. If that random number is smaller than their AI level, there's none of that, actually, on this night, except Toy Freddy. Oh my god! Okay, that's gonna suck. If the number is smaller than their AI level, then they move. The animatronics in this game take a linear path to your office rather than randomly wander around like they did before, so it's a little less exciting that way. Oh god, Toy Bonnie. Ugh. It's a little less exciting that way, or a little less interesting that way, in my opinion. Yeah, this is gonna suck. I think I might skip this one. Oh god. Toy Bonnie's probably there. I'm gonna get jump scared by him. No, Toy Freddy's there, though. Okay, but how it differs from the original game, though, is where there, everyone had their own little timer, and they would move on their own. Here, though, they're all synced. Everyone moves, everyone gets a movement attempt every 5 seconds. No exceptions. Some exceptions. One of those exceptions being the puppet. Interestingly enough, when the music box runs out, the puppet uses movement attempts, and has an AI level that cannot be changed in the custom night. It is set to 15 on night 6 and 7. The puppet gets a movement attempt every single second, and once the music box runs out, their movement attempts will not only carry them one stage further out of the present box, but will also carry them one room closer to you. As I have already been over, sort of, the puppet does have to move through the place to get to you, and I believe the path for that is, main hall, and then either of like the 2 party rooms on either side chosen randomly, and then they skip directly into your office. They don't even go into the vents. Once they're in the office, they have a 1 in 10 chance every second to kill you. Pretty fun. Golden Freddy has like a random chance to appear if his, based on his AI level. I think in the hallway, his hallway appearance is not affected by AI level. It's just, if his AI level is higher than 0, he has a chance of appearing in the main hallway. I hope I'm safe to do this. I might not be. Oh, fuck. I think there are some other minor rules to their movements, like... I think Balloon Boy and Mangle need you to have the cameras flipped up in order to move into the vent openings. I think Toy Chica and Toy Bonnie can move up there at any time, though. Speaking of which, I think we literally just saw her appear there. Okay, that'll get rid of them, and then I don't need to check anything else. Just need to flash the hallway, do that. Foxy, I don't know. Foxy does use move attempts, however... Instead of generating a random number, he uses this weird value and puts it through a formula, and I think the value, like, increases every second for however long, as long as there are no animatronics currently in your room. No office animatronics, that is, flickering the lights or anything like that. Toy Bonnie? Nope, okay. Basically, like, the more he fails the movement opportunity, the higher his chance to succeed is. Alright, this might get rid of Toy Bonnie as well, if we're lucky. Alright, I'm just gonna hope no one's on the other side, because I think I took it off early. Alright, we're fine. I think he uses this movement attempt to not only move into the hallway, but also to decide to attack you. And then he has a little attack timer that goes down while he's in the hallway. If it hits 0, and then he succeeds the next movement attempt, he kills you, from what I know. From what I understand. And if you flash him at all, it resets the attack counter, so you're safe for the next little while. So I think, like, the fact that he doesn't attack you that often on early nights is due to luck, and the fact that he's not really succeeding the movement attempt that well, because his movement attempt checks are randomized, but there's a bunch of other numbers going on there, and he gets a higher chance to attack as time goes on, as he fails it more, so... Yeah, I don't really know that much about him. I also don't know what exactly causes the blackout in the hallway. It's just when someone moves in there, it causes them to black out. Now, about stunning them with the flashlight. Apparently, if you catch any animatronic in the hallway, you are stunning them with the flashlight, preventing them from moving for the next about 6 seconds. And because everyone moves at 5-second intervals of the night, they're stunned for their next move attempt. I think. Something like that. It's possible it's not true. My sources on this are a little sparse. There's not a whole lot of documentation. I get this from a technical FNAF. There's a couple documents on there that have been released that kind of go over this. I'll link them both in the description. I hope no one's in the left vent right now. Now, about the 5-second intervals of the night, there are actually 10-second intervals. Like every 10 seconds. Okay, there we go. That's new and shiny complete. Wow, that was pretty fun, actually. You get the same ending for each and every at Custom Night Challenge. I'll resume this in a bit. Our reward for that is not readily apparent until we head into Double Trouble. This has Foxy at a 5, so it's a little higher than he is normally. I'm sure he's put at a 1 if you put him at 0. Oh god, I have to reselect it. And then we have both Bonnies. I am scared of this. I do not like him being at 20. But it's fine. We should be fine. Yes. Completing each challenge gives you a little figurine or a plush for your desk in-game. And for beating new and shiny, you get a little figure of Toy Bonnie. The worst character in the game. Wow, I'm sure I'm glad to have that. Oh god, Toy Bonnie's already on the freaking way. Listen to the guy. He's already almost here. What the hell? Alright, yeah, only need to check the right light. No one's coming to the left. God, oh no. This could be so bad. Anyway, at 10-second intervals, if there is a desk animatronic in your room, Withered Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, or Toy Freddy, and you have the cameras up, they will force it down. Yeah, it's not random. It actually happens at 10-second intervals. So maybe if you were a literal robot, you could predict each and every one and try to avoid them. But in my opinion, just due to basic human error, you're probably going to mistime it eventually, so there's no real reason to. You can't really time it that well without a stopwatch. I also heard that at these 10-second intervals will be when Foxy decides to kill you. I'm not sure if that's completely true. I know DJ Sturf said that in his little strategy video. I expected Toy Bonnie to be there, honestly. Okay, this isn't that bad, actually, because I'm getting a lot of time to wind the music box. It's just the, like, I'm worried that Toy Bonnie's gonna do what he did there and wait a while to leave, because he's not guaranteed to, again. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly how Foxy decides to attack you, but it could be the 10-second interval, it could be other things, I don't know. Actually, on the note of movement patterns, I think some animatronics do have slightly random movement patterns, like Mangle can travel between rooms randomly. It's not really guaranteed to go into the vent. I hit a 10-second interval dead on there. That wasn't enough time? What? Well, we saw Withered Bonnie's jump scare. Holy cow, I put it on instantly. That is true. Night 7 also has a smaller window of time where you can have to put the mask on before they kill you than any other night. What, did I try to take it off too early? Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. I thought you were prevented from taking it off until they left. Well, that was going really well until then, so maybe I just need to shut up and focus. I think I'll do that for a little bit, because I'm basically done with the movement patterns, except for one thing. The AI levels are all predetermined, and they do not increase in the same way as the original game. They increase... There's a bunch of tables of a bunch of preset AI levels for each hour of each night, and the game will pick from that. So, you know, like at the start of night 1, or at the start of night 2, I think, everyone's at 0 for the first hour, and then at 1 a.m., it's like... Toy Bonnie gets 3... is now at AI level 3, Mangle's at AI level 1, you know how that is. It's not like the same increase in AI levels every night. And by that note, Night 7 sees no increase in AI levels for anyone, which is yet another way that it is different from the regular nights. In the meantime, I'm going to focus, because apparently I need to do that. That's Toy Bonnie. Expect him any second now. No. He'll move up eventually. Yep, there he is. You can listen out for them. When there's only like 2 active like this, you can easily listen out for them and predict who's coming. I believe, so I've heard, there's a 1 in 10 chance that even if you fail to put the mask on in time for the desk animatronics, that they'll still let you live anyway. I don't know if this is true or not, but it could be. There he is. I think Foxy wasn't in the hallway? Probably not, I was just curious. I kind of like the change in character for Phone Guy. In the first game, he was like this kind of worried security guard that was like, yeah, this place is a little dangerous, but don't worry, you should be fine. Because he does want to not say anything bad about the company in case he gets sued or whatever. This guy, though, this Phone Guy was a lot more like corporate Fazbear Entertainment. Freaking, we deny fucking everything. Please, like, listen, buddy, they're gonna wander into your room, but it's just a glitch. It's just a freaking glitch. We don't believe it. Oh, God. Okay, well, Toy Bonnie took a little bit to get there, but did not matter. Now on to Night of Misfits. I think these 3 were chosen as misfits because, I mean, Golden Freddy's a little stranger, he works a little stranger, and he can catch you off guard, and especially when he's in the hallway, so many people, everyone I've watched who has seen him in the hallway has died immediately after. I think it's like if you look at him too much, or if you take a few seconds to put on your mask, he kills you, so you have to put on the mask afterwards, and I think you're safe? I don't know, but anyway, Balloon Boy disables your lights, and Mangle chills on the ceiling. I might deliberately die to Mangle to show what that looks like. We'll see. Foxy, of course, is always active. Pretend that he is always there. For beating Double Trouble, we unlocked that Bonnie plushie. Alright, because Golden Freddy's active, I'm going to... Oh, God! I'm going to put down the cameras occasionally. A little fun fact about Golden Freddy's AI level. On night 6, I think for the first 2 hours, it is randomized. It can be anywhere from 0 to 10. And I think at a certain point on, it gets set to 3 and then never changes, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, I think if you put on the mask, you're safe from Golden Freddy. Doesn't matter if he disappears. That freaking already, Jesus. Alright, so with everything mostly gone over for this game, including the AI levels, how people move and whatnot, I'm gonna take this time to go over secrets. So, I actually saw a secret earlier in this video. I think I may have seen another one. I'm not too sure, but it was Shadow Bonnie. Every time you put down your camera, there is a 1 in 1 million chance, no joke, I got insanely lucky, that you will see Shadow Bonnie in your room. If you look at him too long without putting on your Freddy mask, apparently, since he seemed to disappear from you when I did that, he will close your game abruptly, similar to how Golden Freddy did it back then. Funnily enough, Shadow Bonnie has an official name, and it's apparently taken from the object file, from his object file in the game's files. And it would later appear as an official name in every appearance from this point on. It is RWQFSFAXSXC. Alright, Secret Animatronic is almost done. Now to give it a name. Perfect. Similar to Shadow Bonnie is Shadow Freddy, viewable in parts and service, but only after everyone has left. He has a 1 in 100 chance of showing up in parts and service after everyone has left, including Foxy. So Foxy has to be primed to attack you in the hallway for him to appear. Shadow Freddy has no effects on your game, from what I can tell. I've heard nothing about him actually crashing your game. One pretty weird secret is this random endoskeleton that can appear in the prize corner after the puppet has left. It has a 1 in 100 chance of doing so. This same endoskeleton can be seen in the left air vent at any time of the night, not just after the puppet's left, with a 1 in 1,000 chance. Quite a bit strange. I hear that... Was that Golden Freddy in the hallway as well? I'm not sure. From what I hear, the endoskeleton will block anyone from entering the left air vent, so there might be a few rules on how animatronics move in that way. Part of me kind of doubts this, considering I've seen animatronics have seemingly been able to pass through each other all the time. So I don't know if this is real or not. Just a little strange, kind of unsettling secret. Random endoskeleton exists in this place with you. One that absolutely kind of creeped me out when I first heard about it. The paper plate that represents Balloon Boy in Party Room 4, I believe, can rarely disappear from that room, and it will then reappear in your office. This can only happen on night 7. And the way this works is kind of weird. It's not really a random chance per se. I mean, it is a random chance, but every time you start up a night 7, there is a 1 in 100 chance that the paper plate's AI level, yes, seriously, AI level, Foxy might kill me here. Good, good, good. Will be set to 1. From there, it gets its movement attempt right along with everyone else, and if it succeeds it moves it to your office. Kind of funny. It can only have its AI set to 1 on night 7. Now for some secrets that take place outside of the gameplay. Remember the weird Bonnie screen from FNAF 1? Well, this game has some similar ones, except it has more than one. Each of these is a 1 in 1,000 chance of appearing, and they go in this order. Upon starting the game, you have a chance to see this image of an eyeless, withered Freddy. Upon starting a night, you have the chance to see this image of withered Foxy. Buddy, it was 5 a.m. Could you have picked a better time to kill me? Yeah, I have no idea what causes him to kill you. Do you have to flip up the monitor? No, but I chased him off with the Freddy mask. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to counter Golden Freddy in the hallway. It's just, you can't. Just be careful of that. Flash him once. Yeah, I don't know. I put the mask on and then it waited a solid 3 seconds to kill me. kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that. This game has enough luck, weird luck things already. I don't think it needs that. Well, there, you saw Golden Freddy's jump scare. A little fun fact, when Golden Freddy jump scares you, the sound that plays is slightly louder than the regular jump scare noise. Finally, after you die, 1 in 1,000 chance of seeing this screen of an eyeless toy Bonnie. All of them will play the flashlight error noise, the noise that plays whenever you can't shine the flashlight down the hallway. And yeah, they're pretty eerie. Probably the creepiest thing about this game. It's not that scary, or creepy, in the slightest. I mean, I guess stuff like this can be considered creepy. One final secret, and this one is also pretty freaking weird. There is a 1 in 1,000 chance, every time you put down your camera, of seeing this recolor of Balloon Boy underneath the table. The community has officially called this JJ, and it's stuck around as its official name. It's possible it's also the name of the object, just like RWQF was the name of Shadow Bonnie's object. At least I think that's how it was. That might not be fully true. Yeah, I have no idea what it's about. It doesn't do anything, and it'll disappear next time you put the cameras back up. All I do know is that I encountered both it and Shadow Freddy in my no-death run of this game. And then I encountered Shadow Bonnie in this playthrough, so the Holy Trinity has been complete. Still haven't seen the endoskeleton, but that's fine, or the paper plate, but that's fine. Maybe I can watch out for the paper plate, because I'm going to be playing Night 7 a lot, so I'll watch out for it. Oh yeah, Golden Freddy can also only appear in the hallway if nobody is in the hallway already. Not at the vent opening, because I never heard him crawl through the vents before this point. I think Balloon Boy just left the vents as well. There were a lot of vent noises happening there. So oh, never mind. So the reason why overlapping vent noises means someone's left is because the animatronics move at every 5-second intervals. So there can theoretically only be one vent noise, vent bumping noise every 5 seconds. So if you hear another one start during the same 5-second interval, that means that they have left the vent, because when Balloon Boy, Toy Chica, or Mangle leave the vent, they make a vent bumping noise to go along with it. I believe that sound that just played in the background, that sounds like someone dropping a stack of plates, is supposed to be Mangle moving around. I feel like other animatronics use it as well. I'm not sure. I believe the time you have to shine Foxy before he leaves is 1,000 frames times the night number. So we have to we have to flash the light on him for 7,000 frames. This game runs at 60 frames per second. You can convert it yourself. Any excuse I have to not shine the light down the hallway. There we go. Golden Freddy is a little weird when he's in the hallway, but otherwise, easy challenge. These challenges are pretty easy so far. They shouldn't give you too much trouble, especially after night 6. Next up is Foxy Foxy. This one should be easy, but I'm going to use this as an excuse to show what happens if Mangle gets into the room. Honestly, this one should be freaking nothing. Like, we do have to be diligent about Foxy and the music box, of course. You can't change the music box. Ah yes, we get a little, figure of Balloon Boy for being that night. But otherwise, like, it's barely anything. Here's Foxy. They both moved at the same time. There you could tell, like, they move every 5-second interval. I believe Foxy gets his move attempts every 5 seconds. It's just the number that goes into the equation is different. Alright, there's Mangle in the vents. I do need to have the camera flipped up in order to get them to the opening here. But then I believe you have to flip the camera up again to get them into the room. Yep. Okay. Mangle's at the ceiling now. When this happens, they will blast their radio noise forever, and also make a bunch of other random noises like vents and whatnot. And they have a random chance to kill you when you put the cameras down, and I got unlucky and got it in 5 seconds. So I wonder, are the gifts you give the heads of each of the animatronics that you then later place on them? Or are they just unknown gifts? Well, anyway, let's try this again, and I won't lose this time. So yeah, if Mangle gets in your room and you start hearing a bunch of weird vent noises, that's because that's Mangle doing that. I was confused by that as well, watching other people's playthroughs. Yeah, I think really the only tip I give for this challenge is be sure to shine down the hallway before putting on the mask for Mangle, because that is what killed me back in night 6. I guess to wrap up secrets, the freaking puppet counts as seeing in the puppet in the camera counts as a secret as well. Oh, that was stupid. That was really stupid to me. You can try to minimize the camera usage, to minimize how many times you flip up the cameras. But, like, I need to be on this music box. It runs down really fast, and if I take too much time winding it, Foxy's gonna get me. So I'll just take the death and move on. Try again. I just found out you can skip the game over screen. That is very good to know. About the animatronics movements, apparently some animatronics are straight up frozen in place if you look at them in the cameras at all, not even shine the light on them. If you look at them in the cameras, they just can't move while you have the cameras up. That's called cam stalling, and that may or may not be important for future games. So, a little thing about this game that I don't really like as much, and I didn't fully realize. I mean, obviously, you know by now that I think the horror in this game is a lot worse than the original. It's way less effective, for me personally. And one of the reasons why, which I didn't fully realize until it was pointed out, every single camera shot of every animatronic except for their starting rooms, show stage or parts and service, in every single camera shot, they are always looking at the camera. In Five Nights at Freddy's 1, they did that a bit, but still, sometimes they would look away, they would look down, or randomly look like they were just, you know, aimlessly wandering through. And that kind of made them feel less, you know, it made them feel like lifeless animatronics, not freaking people trying to kill you, trying to look creepy by staring into the camera every single camera shot. I swear, like, every render of the characters in this game, aside from their starting rooms, they're looking at you. And that is, like, you know, you have that too much, and it makes it a little less effective to me. The horror a little less effective. Foxy left for a good, like, 10 seconds there. Also, I'm running low on battery. My battery bar is blinking. Turns out, when the flashlight text is coded to disappear when you put on the Freddy mask, they never bother turning it back on if your battery is at empty. I'm not sure why. That's just a thing. Oh god, I hope I have enough left. I basically have the equivalent of one more full bar when I'm empty like this. Should be winning any second though. Yeah, there we go. Next up is Ladies' Night. Only need to check the left vent since we can listen out for Mangle. We do kind of have a Foxy-Mangle combination, although Foxy's not as aggressive, and Wither Chica's going to be interrupting us. But that should be fine since a Wither animatronic attacking you means Foxy is paused anyway. For beating Foxy, we get a Foxy plushie. Yep, there we go. They're just gonna stack up as we go. I think these plushies also carry over into later nights. I'll look and see if that's true. Is that Foxy already? So, this challenge is called Ladies' Night, and Mangle is included. In the phone call introducing it, Mangle was referred to as a he originally. But now, it's here on Ladies' Night. This has caused huge debates across the whole freaking Five Nights at Freddy's community, especially at the time. I think nowadays those debates have disappeared, thankfully. But yeah, holy crap, people could not stop arguing over which gender Mangle is. And I think the official answer is both. The animation of taking off the Freddy head kind of looks like Foxy's jump scare. So I keep expecting it. So I keep thinking I see it for a second. When I really don't. Another day, another dollar. You can also skip this ending screen. I'm actually very glad about that. It was starting to get a little annoying. Yes, okay, these do carry with you into the regular nights. Shush, you can mute the calls. I don't know if I've ever gone over that officially. For beating Ladies' Night, you get a plushie of Chica. Bye. Next up is Freddy's Circus. We have both Freddys, just like all the previous ones, but we have Foxy bumped a little high, also Balloon Boy on top of that, and Spice a Golden Freddy. I am a little excited for this, but since there are these three, hopefully we won't have to worry about Golden Freddy in the hallway that much, because they'll constantly be coming on through, especially these two, since they're at 20. We'll see how this is. So only check left vent, watch out for Golden Freddy, pay a little attention to Foxy, although I'm not sure his AI level going up even means that much. Let's go! Might as well use this time to go over two little... I'm gonna die. Alright, I'm fine now. That was a little strange. I do not know what was going on there. Might as well go over a few little small tidbits. There was this render of Toy Chica in Party Room 4. However, she never enters this room, so this goes unused. She was going to go from the main hall to Party Room 4 and then to the hallway originally, but then she just skips straight to the hallway in the current version. In addition, you may have noticed the prize corner camera's static is a little bit more intense than any other camera. I'll show that when I pull up the cameras next here. Notice how the game area's static is less intense. That indicates that the puppet is on that camera, and if the puppet were to free itself from not winding the music box enough, you'll notice that the cameras that it passes through also have that static intensity. Oh god. In addition, flashing the flashlight on these cameras actually does stall the puppet by a little bit. Only like 0.17 seconds though, so definitely not a very long time. So you could theoretically try to keep track of where the puppet is on the cameras if the music box runs out, and then stall your death by a little bit. I wouldn't rely too heavily on it though, because you have all these other people to deal with. The withered animatronics are going to be constantly pulling down your cameras, which prevents you from stalling the puppet. Foxy needs attention, as I'm sure you all know by now. Reminder that Balloon Boy does not trigger the ambience, the alarm. So he is in the vent right now, but he does not trigger the alarm, so you still have to watch out for him. God, taking it off while Golden Freddy's still in the middle of fading away is a little spooky. Next up, we have Cupcake Challenge and Fazbear Fever. And you know what? I think I might skip these, cause they're nothing we haven't already seen. Everyone is active, so it's basically like, especially this one is basically Night 6, but more annoying. You've already seen what Night 6 looks like, you already know what to expect with this. And besides, these challenges have been taking quite a while, so I don't really see any reason to play these. I will, however, take this opportunity to show this. Start any night, hover your mouse over Freddy's nose, and then hold C and D and press plus on the number pad. It's a cheat code that lets you skip any night. And as far as the game's concerned, you've beaten it. Yep. Game's not gonna double check me or anything, just like, yeah, you did it. You can do this in the first game as well. Although you don't have to hold your mouse over Freddy's nose. You cannot skip these ending cutscenes also, I'm finding out. I'm showing those off now because those cheat codes are only present in the first two games. From what I understand, beyond this point, the cheat codes stop existing because people discovered them. They were obviously used so that Scott could debug the game and didn't have to, play through every night linearly. I mean, if he gave you a night select to just let you pick nights 1 or 5 which one you wanted to play, then maybe he wouldn't have to do that. But instead of new game continue, I've never really understand that. Anyway, it is time for the ultimate Golden Freddy mode. I was going to continue calling these things extreme challenges originally, but then I heard the name Max Mode, and I thought that was much better. So, yep. This is FNAF 2's Max Mode, and it has a bit more going on to its strategy than even the first game. Once again, the strategy for how to beat it was basically taken from Ambience. I have him to thank for basically every strategy I'm going to be using throughout this whole series. And this is how it goes. I've already been kind of doing it. If there is an animatronic attacking you at the desk, you wait for just under a second after the noise, the static noise stops playing to take off the mask. If you do that, everyone in the left vent should be gone by then, because it'll have been 5 seconds, so they should be gone. Therefore, you don't even need to check the left vent at all if there's a desk animatronic. If there isn't, you should. Either way, the only thing you really need to do is check the right vent light for Toy Bonnie, and of course, flash Foxy, pop it up, wind the music box, rinse, repeat. I think music box timings is based on where you see Foxy in the hallway. So basically, I don't completely understand this, but if you light up the hallway and are able to see Foxy, then wind the music box for 2 seconds. If the hallway is blacked out, you can wind for an extra second, apparently. I guess that stalls him a little bit more, or he's not as likely to attack. If the hallway's empty, or you know Foxy's gone, you see either Wither, Bonnie, or Mangle on their own in the hallway, and you know Foxy's gone, wind as much as you can. Of course, unless this guy's here. This mode is not consistently beatable, so I'm probably not going to try to beat it. I'll give it a number of attempts, but mainly I'm going to be using this as an opportunity to farm some deaths so I can get the final death minigame, which I haven't mentioned yet, but those are a 1 in 10 chance every time you die. The final thing to the strategy is if there is no office animatronic, check the right vent first. If Toy Bonnie's there, put the mask back on, and him passing through will be enough time to clear the left vent, so you don't have to check it. If he's not there, check the left vent, and then, I guess, pull up the music box and repeat. Also, anytime you can, you should be flashing the hallway. Just anytime. Do it right before raising the monitor, do it right before putting the mask on. If Mangle shows up, put the mask on and then take it off so you can flash a little bit and then put it back on. It's what got me killed in Night 6 earlier, was me not doing that. Overall, it's doable. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to beat this, especially due to all the luck factors. I feel like Toy Bonnie alone creates so much luck with this game that stuff like this is impossible to beat just because of his existence. So let's go in. For beating Fazbear Fever, you get a giant microphone for your desk. God, there's Golden Freddy. It starts. Oh shit, I should have checked. Yeah, okay, this is where you need to check. Oh god, this is gonna suck. The Withered animatronics are going to be popping in basically every single time you take it down, which is why this strategy is so effective. For this night in particular. Alright, there's Toy Bonnie. Didn't expect him, but this'll do. I have not been using music box timings to full effect. I'm dead. I've not been using music box timings to full effect here at all. Hopefully it won't matter. Nope, that's bad. Okay, I'm dead. Quick, try to stall him! Where is he? I don't know. He's already in the freaking room, I guess. Foxy beat you to it. You're slacking. Oh, that's bad. Yep. I did not react to him like I should have. I probably could have lived there, honestly. You know, isn't it kind of weird that Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica come from the opposite sides of Wither Bonnie and Wither Chica? Because I feel like the sides of the room in which they try to enter from in the original game was supposed to be based on their stage position. Where, you know, like, Bonnie came from the left, Chica came from the right, Freddy came from either... Dude... Yeah, okay. Thanks. I do not see how this is in any way freaking beatable if Toy Bonnie does that. Like, how? Find the puppet. Where's Puppet? I think Puppet just entered Party Room 2 just then. Oh god, okay. Apparently I didn't put it on in time. Oh, I got this one again. That's interesting. Well, I guess I might as well show that you can wander around this place. I think this is the same location as the one you play as in the real game. So yeah, here's the office. The vents aren't here, but this is the hallway, and the party rooms are all off to the side. I don't think there's anything special there. This minigame can randomly end itself after like 30 seconds, so I hope it doesn't do that and gives me a chance to show off some stuff. No, I'm not following you yet. Going here. Yeah, this is parts in service. So we are Withered Freddy. Because Toy Freddy is up on stage, or something that looks like him. I'm not sure if it's quite the toys, because Toy Bonnie has a much, like, teal or blue, lighter blue. There are a couple secrets within this minigame. If you pass through each room, there is a 1 in 25 chance that Golden Freddy will appear sitting on the ground. Okay, minigame just ended itself. Yeah, not entirely sure about that. In addition, if you head through the right entranceway to the next room over, there is a 1 in 100 chance of seeing this. A mysterious purple figure kills you and then tells you that you can't. Now, something that you may have noticed or may have known for a long time and that I have only started to reveal to you now, in those minigames, there is a weird distorted voice in the background that spells out a bunch of letters to say a message. The message for that minigame is, save them. Which is usually what the minigame is known by. It's known as the Save Them minigame. The one for the Take Cake to the Children minigame is, save him. Presumably talking about the kid outside the door who looks like they get killed by a mysterious purple figure. The one for the puppets give gifts, give life minigame, where you control the puppet, giving gifts and then giving life, is help them. And then there's the final death minigame, which I didn't get, and yet I thought I would. I hear that you're supposed to get the minigames in a certain order, like you start with save them, and then move on to take cake, and then it's give gifts, give life, and then it's the final one, but I guess I didn't really get the final. I guess the fourth one's maybe a little bit more random. I'm sorry, what? I thought you left. That's my fault for not checking. Foxy got me immediately after. What the hell? I guess I don't have to show you the minigame in editing. There was no special message in that minigame, but it did show 5 dead children and the purple figure standing nearby. It could be that that purple figure has something to do with the missing children incident in FNAF 1. More on that a little later. For now, I think that's every death minigame, that's everything I wanted to show, so I think I'm gonna give this a few more tries, just for fun, and then I'll cheat my way through to the end to show what you get. How about that? Alright, I'm dead. Okay, I stopped the puppet by shining the flashlight. Of course he's there. You gotta go, man. Oh, check the right vent first. I'm not doing a very good job at demonstrating the strategy, puppets here. I'm not doing a very good job at demonstrating the strategy. I recommend, I'll link Ambience's videos in the description so that you can go look at the strategy actually performed well. And also, I think DJ Sturf has a few videos on that. Those two do all kinds of really good guides for just about every game in the series, especially Ambience, so I highly recommend checking that out. So, now's the time that for our final little tidbit about the technicalities behind this game, or whatever the frick you call them. Throughout all these challenges, we've been playing with a lot of these animatronics at 20. But as I have been over before, them being at 20 should mean that they move every single time they get a move attempt. They move every 5 seconds, guaranteed. However, throughout all these challenges, if you've been noticing, they haven't been moving every 5 seconds. What if I told you this screen is lying? They're not actually at 20. Even if you set them to be 20 yourself, they're not at 20. Their actual AI levels on Golden Freddy mode look more like this. Foxy is capped to AI level 18 or 17. I actually can't remember which one, but that's what it is. Golden Freddy is capped to 10, and everyone else is capped at 15. They cannot go higher than this. If you set them to be higher than this, they'll just go right back to 15 once the night starts. So, if we run these AI levels, we should be having an identical experience. Oh god, I should have checked the right vent. That would waste the least amount of time. Start by checking the right vent first. Don't be like me and check the left first, because that's what you're used to. Foxy's not there. I'm gonna abuse this. I'm gonna raise this as much as I can. Alright, Balloon Boy's there. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I should have waited. I'm dead. Fuck you, man. Oh god, I don't know why that got me, but nothing else did. Nope, I should have checked this one. Okay, good. Check that one first. Nope. Great. Oh my god. I'm the best. Sometimes there comes a time when you say, I can't do it. For beating Golden Freddy mode, you get a plushie of Golden Freddy placed at this end of your desk. And this is every plushie that you can earn. A little bit of history on this. This was not actually the first time that collectible plushies were a thing in this series. Shortly after releasing the game for PC, Scott Cawthon made a mobile version of Five Nights at Freddy's. And that mobile version had exclusive in-app purchases. These in-app purchases were that you could purchase a plushie of, I want to say Freddy, Bonnie, and Foxy? Or Freddy, Chica, and Foxy? I can't remember who, maybe everyone except Freddy. Either way, you could purchase, you could buy plushies for your desk for $1. In addition, for $5, you could buy a cheat mode. That was basically, you got 3 options. Unlimited power, radar, or something else I can't remember. Or faster nights. Faster nights was, well, the nights went faster. The nights already go faster in the mobile version, in the old mobile version, not the new one. I'll get more into that later. Infinite power basically removed all gameplay from the game since you could just close both doors and win. And radar showed you the locations of each animatronic on the camera buttons. Which, fun fact, is kind of already how the game works. To an extent, the game tracks animatronic positions by placing little dots over the camera buttons. Just thought you wanted to know. That mobile version was pretty old, pretty kind of bad. It didn't have a lot of the refinements that the PC version had. It had a worse performance, a lot of other things that just weren't that great. There were also mobile versions of FNAF 2, 3, and 4 that came out that were pretty similar. Since then, though, they have now been updated to be more like the PC versions. They are called the remastered versions. These same remastered versions also show up on consoles, and they were all released at about the same time. I'm pretty sure the mobile version of FNAF 1 still has those same in-app purchases, same plushies and same cheat mode, except there it's called the Survival Kit. FNAF 2's updated mobile version probably also has the same kind of cheat mode, and you have to buy it for $5. I think the base price of the game might be less to compensate for that. I'll check. Either way, surprisingly enough, those updated mobile versions and console versions do change a few things. I think the posters around the place are actually changed, and it's because Bonnie's guitar is copyrighted. You can't have shit in this world. Well, I'm pretty sure even in this room, yeah, Toy Bonnie is holding his guitar in Party Room 3, and they have him no longer holding the guitar in this room, and I also think one of these other rooms has the flashlight shifted over here to not show the poster anymore. The poster in the office is also different. Surprisingly enough, none of these changes ever came to the true PC version, so these are the same as they've ever been. Not really sure why, but anyway, I'm glad that he decided to incorporate collecting plushies in a much better way than in-app purchases, because I know, like, it was the mobile version of Five Nights at Freddy's, so in-app purchases were, obviously, thing. And with that said, I might as well mention that the console versions of FNAF do not have in-app purchases. You just have the cheat mode right away. I don't even think you have to play the game first. I think you just have it right away. Which is kind of surprising, since the cheat modes in the later games on PC, you do have to unlock. Oh, whatever. I may as well finish night 1 since I have no reason not to. I'm like 2 minutes away from winning, so this has been a very uneventful night 1. They've been moving really slowly. I just wanted to show what the entourage of plushies looks like. Here are the remaining jump scares we haven't seen. Man, Withered Freddy is kind of slow. I have him on 20. And he's taking a while to arrive in the hallway. Yeah, he's just chilling in this room. What? I have never seen that before. What? What just happened? Okay, well, there was his jump scare. I've never seen... Did he, like... What? Did I have the cameras up too long? I am very confused. He's supposed to be standing in the room. Surprising that neither of the Freddys managed to get us, considering they're the namesake of the series. So that about wraps up the custom night. So how about we move on to discussing the lore. There is quite a bit to go over here. So let's start with the setting. There are quite a few hints throughout this game that point to the fact that this game takes place before the first. It's a prequel rather than a sequel. There's the fact that it takes place in 1987, and the Bite of 87 was referred to as an incident from the past in the first game. There's the nightmare sequences, which show the puppet inside the FNAF 1 location, implying that it still existed during that game, although otherwise the nightmare sequences don't seem to have much relevance to the story. And there's the fact that the Night 6 newspaper implies that the old animatronics were reused later down the line in a reorganization of the company, which could have resulted in the location you play in the first game. So considering that FNAF 2 takes place before 1, this could possibly be when the missing children incident happened, and the investigation that is mentioned to be taking place throughout the Nights 4 and 5 phone calls could have something to do with it. The investigation pointed to a spare yellow suit in the back being used for something, and also made connections to an older version of the restaurant called Fredbear's Family Diner. But we don't know a whole lot about that just yet. For now, let's talk about the mini-games. This minigame where you control Foxy seems to link the 5 missing children to this purple figure. A similar-looking purple figure is seen in the Save Them minigame at random, chasing around withered Freddy, and saying that you can't. Due to that minigame's secret message, it's possible that he's saying you can't save them. In the Take Cake minigame, this same purple figure is seen murdering another kid just outside the restaurant. So it's not really 5 missing children, it's 6. From what we know about how the dead kids possessed the animatronics, we know that there has to be some new character for them to possess, and I think that the puppet jump scare right after the murder occurs is no coincidence. The puppet even has tear stains on its face. So this kid possessed the puppet. And then, they are seen in the Give Gifts minigame, placing the heads of the animatronics on 4 other dead kids, which is likely the reason why the animatronics are possessed. They're giving life to not only the animatronics, but the kids. Where's the 5th kid, you may be asking? Well, once you put the 4th one on, Golden Freddy's jump scare is seen. However, 1 frame before it, a 5th dead kid appears in the center of the room. So the animatronics being possessed and attacking the staff, that is the puppet's doing. The puppet has, ironically, been the one pulling the strings. But now, why do they still come after you? You're not their killer. Unless you are. But I think that's been debunked since then. Well, in Save Them, the purple guy looks like he's wearing something with a badge, which could be a security guard's uniform. Remember that these are children inside the animatronics. They're not that smart. They come after you because you're in a security guard uniform. You look like their killer. That about covers all of that. But before we're done, I want to touch on one final thing. The Bite of 87. For taking place in the year 1987, it sure seems like nobody cares about it. And I think that's because the Bite of 87 hasn't happened yet over the course of the game. Believe it or not, the Bite of 87 is still not 100% confirmed. That is, who was bitten and which animatronic bit them. But I think ultimately people have settled on this. The victim could be Jeremy Fitzgerald. See, on night 6, the phone guy says that Jeremy needs to come in on day shift the next day to supervise the one final birthday party before Freddy's closes. During that shift, he is instructed to stay close to the animatronics and make sure they don't hurt anyone. Stay close to the animatronics that crowd around his room every night because they think that he's the one who killed them. Can't see anything going wrong with that. The eventual disappearance of Jeremy on night 7 makes this even more suspicious. Then there's the question of which animatronic did it. I personally don't think this matters that much, but people have thought about this too, and they've decided it's most likely the Mangle. The Mangle, being a disrepaired mess, is likely very, very dangerous to be in contact with, and can even climb the walls and the ceiling as it is seen doing very often. Plus, in his jump scare animation, she is seen aiming at your forehead, which is where the victim of the bite was bitten. I don't know if you can really base the whole thing off of just a jump scare animation, but it's probably the closest we're ever going to get. One thing I'm not completely sure about is why the toy animatronics also attack you. They do have facial recognition systems that are connected to a criminal database, so it could be that system bugging out and mistaking you for the killer, or they're possessed too. I don't know, ghosts are weird. That about wraps things up. Still a lot of unanswered questions, but when has that ever not been the case for this series? And that wraps up Five Nights at Freddy's 2. A pretty fun game, but little more. I don't think it's that good of a horror game. And to be honest, I may also say it's not that great of a difficult game either, since for Sixth Night and some of the challenges in Custom Night, winning just kind of comes down to luck. I think the main Five Nights are great. The build-up of mechanics is amazing. It's just the toy animatronics on Night 1. Night 2 introduces Mangle and Foxy, which Mangle's just another toy animatronic, but still. Night 3 has the withered animatronics and that attack you at the desk. Night 4 and 5 then just ramp everything up to their limit. And Night 5 is a very, very good night and is very, very fair. That said, Night 6, although it's fun and intense, definitely, I do think it's pretty fun to play just for the tension alone. You've seen how luck-based it is. Toy Bonnie here can just come in and screw everything up whenever he wants to. And the custom night is really, really fun, actually. All the different challenges are a great way to expand upon it, and there are so many characters that you probably could make a few fun combinations. None of the challenges are that hard, mind you. You only really have to check like 2 things. It's just Night 6, but easier. I mean, I haven't really tried Cupcake Challenge and Fazbear Fever, but I think they're just going to be Night 6 again, so I don't really have any reason to. 1020 mode is just a complete luck crapshoot. I'm surprised anyone has even beaten that. Again, if you want to beat it yourself, I recommend looking at the strategies in the description and also doing a better job of keeping consistent to those strategies than I did. I did a pretty terrible job, to be honest. I do think a lot of the mechanics in this game could have been better, like the music box could have been a lot more interesting than just click and hold to recharge this timer or else you die. Like maybe if the puppet got released, the night gets harder instead of instant death. Take a page from Night Blights on that. Night Blights is freaking great. And I definitely think there's a lot of potential with the setup in this game. Like, I feel like what detracts from the horror is the location you're in is a lot brighter in general, and it looks a lot cheerier despite being in the middle of the night, whereas the first game, it was very, very dark throughout the whole location, and that made a lot more sense. It's, it's closed down, the lights are off everywhere except your room and wherever matters. But that made the first game a lot more creepy compared to this. The toy animatronics designs are a little uncanny, I guess, but Toy Bonnie is the only creepy one in my opinion, or maybe when Toy Freddy's peeking into the room. There are a few creepy, shots or renders, but for the most part, every single camera shot having the animatronics stare at the camera to look aggressive and whatnot does make it a little less effective than the first game only doing that sometimes. Also, a huge freaking missed potential thing. Why not have Foxy sprint down that hallway directly towards you when you run out of time, instead of him just jumping out at you from nowhere? Just like you did in the West Hall in the first game. Why not? That would be freaking amazing. And scary as hell. I would love that. Or have someone run down it. That would be freaking cool. It's also kind of a shame that Freddy is nowhere near as mysterious or acting different from the others as he was in the first game. Here, he just works the same as the others. Both of them do. They just enter from the hallway instead, which is basically the same thing. Overall, though, I think this game is pretty fun. Even if it is repetitive, I still find it kind of fun and kind of calming to play. My only 2 biggest complaints are the cameras are useless because you have to keep it on the music box all the time. That's just kind of boring. So there's a lot of camera renders and secrets you just don't get to see as a result. And secondly, 6th Night and some of the custom night challenges take a little bit too much luck for my liking. Like, I already told you, I beat 6th Night on my very first try of it when I first got this game. But in this playthrough, it took me a lot longer to beat. So that should tell you everything. To those of you who are mad that I cheated through some of those custom night challenges, here, I'll show off this mechanic. Press and hold delete on the menu screen. Delete, not backspace, important distinction. To reset your save data. This also makes it so next time you launch the game, you get the cool nightmare sequence at the start. With that done, that's it for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Next time on 5 Games at Freddy's, we find him. The real him. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I'll see you all in the future.